Welcome to another episode of Pop Culture. Today we're going to do a fun reacts video where we're going to give you not tweets but kind of lines that we've heard from people on Twitter or read from people on Twitter about influencers and this influencer thing that's happening now.
My name is Owethu Makhathini. I'm currently the online editor at Magazine. I also own my own business, Makhathini Media, and I'm a Digify Bytes trainer.
Okay, my name is Melenial Mag. I'm the styling coordinator for Threaded Man. I'm also the co-founder of Melenial.
Hi, my name is Melenial Mag. I am the co-founder of Melenial Mag.
Influencers don't influence anyone. You guys influence yourselves.
I just don't understand that, because how can you be on Twitter talking about influencers not influencing you, and yet the whole chat is about influencers? Like, you have to define what influence is. Just because somebody doesn't make you buy a t-shirt, they're influencing the conversation that's happening on the timeline. Therefore, they are influencers.
That's also okay, because influencers, no. Influencers are also customers at the end of the day. Just because you're an influencer, it doesn't mean you don't go to Pick and Pay to buy bread. Hello, let's get with the program. If we're influencers, that's fine. You're influencing somebody, at least. You know, one person is still not the same as nobody. It's fine, it's okay.
Why are we having this conversation if that's the question? Like, if that's like what you guys think. Like, if we influence ourselves, then
why are we
okay, because at the end of the day, as Queen Bee or Shilo Nayo, nobody cares. I'm black, babes, I'm black.
All influencers do is get free shit.
That's not all influencers do. It's hard work. It's hard work getting people to buy into you as a person. It's hard work creating content. It's hard work having content that comes out semi-regularly. You guys shoot all the time. It's content. It's work. You guys have to conceptualize, ideate, pitch. That's just because it's not. That's not something people see. It doesn't mean that. And they should get free shit. I want free shit. Why the hell not?
Your work is all the same, looks the same, nothing is original, we're bored.
Okay, I think we also have to keep in mind the way that brands work. Brands always gravitate towards the same influencers with the same look. And that goes to a whole nother conversation about the sales and how palatable different people are to, certain brands. So don't think because you're seeing, people that look the same or have the same aesthetic, that's all there is. There are so many influencers, guys, that you probably, may not know because they're not, in your direct, or that brand is not trying to sell to you. So don't, see, because that's what's being sold to us, right? Because we want this aesthetic, this clean life, this clean lifestyle. Do you know what I mean? And that's what we're seeing, because that's what brands think that we want. So don't always, go to the influencer directly and say that, oh, you guys all look the same. There's a whole different, part of it, an element to it that we're not aware of.
I think all I can say is that also stop looking at the same influences and the same content. Also now diversify, do some homework, do like research, or look around, find what also is interesting to you, and don't look at what everyone is interested in.
First of all, nothing that anyone will ever come up with in this world is new, ever. Everything is an iteration of something else. That's why we reference things. That's why if somebody pitches you something, they say, oh, like Rihanna 2008, because we have to have an idea of a reference. Number one. Number two, I think because people are people, it's always going to be different. So you and I can wear the exact same thing, but because I'm me and you're bringing something else to it. But I do think that there is scope for creatives in this country to do a lot more.
So I think it's also up to the user or the audience to also be engaging and also to do their part. You can't expect the influencer to be like, okay, I'm different like this, and like that's expecting too much also.
Influencers, what's your actual talent?
Sure. Let's define what talent is. Isn't talent something that you're great at? that or something. I mean, it can be either innate or something you learn or whatever. Talent is beauty. Beauty is talent. It can be like, why must it be that, oh no, because I can swim, or oh no, because, you know, I'm doing something extraordinary. Why can't ordinary be talent in itself? And also, I feel like, you know, people are just trying to find little things that don't matter. If I'm able to make money or able to make you believe in something as simple as, oh no guys, go and buy this black shirt, or oh no guys, this brand is cool, what's the issue with that? You know, I'm defining what's being cool right now, and that's what pop culture is. It's defining what's cool and making people believe in it and make it a lifestyle. And if I can make money out of that,
influencers are brand hoes.
I think that's very difficult, right? Because a lot of influencers do get a lot of work via brands. So as long as a brand aligns with who you are, then I think it's fine. Because you're not only wearing Mr. Price clothes. You wear skirt from Edgar's, you drink, sometimes you drink soju, sometimes you drink Cola. So what now? You must choose one flavor. That doesn't make sense. We're human beings, we're complex, we're different. So it doesn't really make sense for people to expect people who earn a living off of this new thing to align themselves fully with one thing. Also, brands cannibalize young talent a lot. So they're like, want you for a season and then you have to fuck off, which is like totally unreasonable as well. So people have to eat at the end of the day, and my line is as long as you would use it anyway.
Always a new version, or there'll always be a new version of you.
There'll always be
A new version of you.
granted. That's life in jail. And I think that speaks to, you know, the power of influencing. If you influence someone so much that there's a replica of what you're doing, or an aspect or an element of what you're doing, you're not influenced.
I don't know, I don't agree necessarily, because I feel like,
fight me, babes.
no, I feel like really, like, I mean, yes, there is maybe like a better version of what you've done, but there's not like a new you. Like, I feel like, I mean, let's take the modeling world. I mean, you have people like Kate Moss, Naomi Campbell. There's no new Naomi Campbell, there's always Naomi Campbell. There's people trying to do a better version, but there's no new you necessarily. So someone trying to maybe have a new edition, but it's not, there is another Naomi. No, babes, there will be Gwen Stefani or somebody different, but there's no Nombelo, or there's a new Simboli that's going to come up. It's just someone maybe trying to do better or will do better, but I'll stand in the middle.
Okay guys, have you seen? That was our influencer talk with the lovely Sambongile, Nomvelo and Owethu. So, kind of next week is gonna be like our last unofficial like last year's episode, but don't be scared because we'll be back to have our final like hurrah. Don't forget to do all the things that need the things to be done.
Watch,
share,
subscribe,
like, comment.
Guys,
come on, please.
We 60 however many videos, and you gotta know what to do.
Thank you
So much for watching.
See you on the flip side.